Liverpool close in on Ekitike in £70 million plus deal. Rumours are a funny thing. Everyone tells you not to believe them. It's all smoke and mirrors, it's all hype, it's all just talk. And then suddenly they become real. And the BBC now are reporting that Liverpool are in advanced talks to sign Hugo Ekitike in a deal worth more than 70 million. That's a far cry less than the 150 million that is reported we'd have to bid for Isak just to even move the needle with Newcastle. And I've said all along, I don't think Newcastle would sell Isak other than for silly money, something like 200 million. So I've never really thought that Isak would be coming to Liverpool. But then there were all these rumours that Newcastle were looking to add Ekitike to their strike force. Some people believe that meant the door was opening for Isak. I just thought Hugo Ekitike would be a replacement for Callum Wilson. But Liverpool have decided, okay, if you're not going to sell Isak, we're just going to take Ekitike from you. And they've pounced. Multiple sources have indicated that Liverpool aim to have the transfer wrapped up by this weekend. And you have to respect how Hughes and the others work. They just, they go full in. As soon as they see an opportunity, they just take it. And we did that pretty early on in the transfer window with Milos Kerkez, with Frimpong, Wirtz. Took a little bit longer, but I think that was more negotiations with the player. They had agreed it with the club pretty early on, I believe. And now that the door seems fully closed on Isak and the door is opened up on Hugo Ekitike, Liverpool are straight through that door. You have to respect it. Newcastle have had a 70 million offer for Ekitike rejected by Frankfurt, with Liverpool's offer expected to surpass it. So 75, 80. Ekitike is open to joining the Premier League champions who want to sign a central striker. We absolutely have to. It's a desperate need for the club right now to have a solid number 9 you can rely on. And the Telegraph goes with this headline: Newcastle and Liverpool go to war over Ekitike amid Isak hands-off warning. So Newcastle have just made it super clear, unless you give us crazy money, there's no way we're even talking about Isak. Newcastle United are pushing ahead with their attempt to sign Hugo Ekitike, hoping to pair him with Isak. Eddie Howe didn't really play a two-striker formation last season, or not in the times I watched Newcastle play anyway. It was either Isak or Callum Wilson. Now that Callum Wilson is on his way out, you need a new Callum Wilson. You need a new backup striker. And whilst they're going to be in the Champions League, there's going to be a whole load more games in the season. Hopefully for Newcastle fans, if they go far in the Cups again and they get out of the league stage of the Champions League, then there's a lot more games to play. Isak does pick up the odd injury, so you're going to want another striker who can play 40% of the matches, 30% of the matches, and Ekitike is that man in their eyes. But for Liverpool, it would be playing 100%, and that's got to be more appealing to Hugo Ekitike than playing second fiddle to Alexander Isak. In a strong response to Liverpool's unwanted approach for Isak on Tuesday, Newcastle are determined to deliver a power play of their own. And the last one, we'll look at Liverpool to bid for Hugo Ekitike after encouragement he prefers the Anfield move. Whilst many may say it's Liverpool have a better history, Liverpool are the Premier League champions, they're a better overall team possibly, depending on your allegiances, I think it might boil down simply to he'll get more minutes at Liverpool. He will be the star striker at Liverpool, whereas at Newcastle, he'll be the backup. A very, very strong backup that probably gets a lot of game time, but still the backup. So suddenly, the rumours that we were interested in Ekitike, it's been going on for the last month, but would prefer Isak, have now turned into an actual goal. Liverpool want to buy Ekitike, and will they be able to get him instead of Newcastle getting him? That's the story now to move forward with. I think it's fair to shut the lid on Isak. Newcastle have been very, very clear. Liverpool should move on to Ekitike, and they have moved on, and hopefully we'll get the guy. I've said all along, I don't watch the Bundesliga much, but if you've been watching him, let me know in the comments. Give me a little mini review, please. Okay, well, that's been a fairly quick one, I think. I just saw the news and I wanted to make a video on it. I'll speak to you again very, very soon. Take care. Goodbye.